Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today, finally the F1, F2, F3 season have begun. What a shocker. So this was the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend for F1, F2 and F3. There's been obviously mainly a lot of team changes, especially in F2 and F3. I obviously made a video about it for all three Premier Formula Series, FIA Formula Series, I guess you can say, which I will leave a link to down in the description so you can have a look on who is in which team. So first off with the F3, race, and for this one I'll be only doing the top 20 because there's obviously so many drivers. Well, actually, you know what? I'll do the top 15. I'll do only top 15 for F3. F2 I will do all of them because there's just 22 drivers and that's fine. F1 I will also do all 20 drivers. But only for F3 I'll be doing only the top 15. If I want to, I'll do the top 20. But as of right now, I just want to do top 15. First off with the sprint race results, and that was won by Isaac Hadjar. Then Oliver Bierman and Alexander Samola ran out the top 3. And also just excuse me for not knowing most of these drivers, if I probably should. So behind the podium places, we got Zane Maloney, Arthur Leclerc, Zach O'Sullivan, Charles Collet, Kalen Frederick, Juan Manuel Carrera, and David Vandels ran out the top 10. And for the other drivers, we got William Atalo, Risa Ushijima, Johnny Edgar, Ido Cohen, and Cushion Mané. I think that's I think that's how you pronounce it. Cushion Mané ran out the top 15 for the sprint race. Oh, and you already know who won the feature race. That was Victor Martins and Arthur Leclerc and Gregory Sassi. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. I don't actually know, but that is the podium. Then we have in fourth place Juan Manuel Carrera. Then Franco Colapinto, there we go. Oliver Bierman, Jack Crawford, David Vandels, William Alato, and Keelan Frederick ran out the top 10. Then for the other drivers, we have Johnny Edgar, Rafael Villagomez, Pepe Mate, or Joseph something Mate, I think, but I'm just going to call him Pepe Mate. Nico Curry and Ido Cohen ran out the top 15. For the driver's standings, I'll also do the top 15. If I can't fit, okay, so I'll just do top 10 first, I'll scroll down to top 15. We got Victor Martins currently 1 point in front of Arthur Leclerc, then Oliver Bierman, Gregorio Sauce, Juan Manuel Carrera, Isaac Hadjar, Franco Colapinto, who actually got pole position, I just want to say. He got pole for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And then Alexander Smola and Zane Maloney ran out. And Jack Crawford ran out the top 10. Then for the next 5 drivers, we got Zach O'Sullivan, David Vandels, Charles Collet, Keelan Frederick, and William Alatalo ran out the top 15. So move on to F2 for the sprint race and feature race. The sprint race was won by Richard Verschoor, then Jihan Derivela and Liam Lawson ran out the podium. And then for the rest of the top 10, we got Ralph Boschung, Felipe Drugovich, Logan Sargent, Yuri Vips, Ayamu Awasa, I still don't know how to say his first name, Dennis Helger, and Jack Doohan ran out the top 10. Jack Doohan also got pole position for the feature race. Then for the rest of the drivers, actually to top 19 because I think the rest retired if I remember correctly. Enzo Fittipaldi, Roy Nassani, Frederick Vester, Shem Bolokabase, Callum Williams, Marina Sato, Amiro Cordell, Clement Overlack, and Ollie Codwell ran out the top 19 drivers who are listed here for some reason. I don't know why it's like that, but it is for some reason. For the feature race, that was won by Teo Pocher, who was out of the sprint race. Then Liam Lawson, Yuri Vips ran at the podium. Then Ralph Boschung, Marcus Armstrong, another driver who was out from the sprint race. Felipe Drugovich, Logan Sargent, Roy Nassani, Jake Hughes, and Jack Doohan ran out the top 10. Then for the rest of the drivers, we got Enzo Fittipaldi, Marina Sato, Amaru Cordell, Jihad Darubla, Sambola Kabase, Aramu Owasa, I still don't say his name, Ollie Caldwell, Callum Williams, and Dennis Hauger ran out the top 19. I think, didn't Dennis Hauger had a, I think Dennis Hauger had a penalty in qualifying, and the Premier and one, I think it was Hauger and Williams had an issue in pit road, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong with that for you F2 fans. So I look at the driver standings. We got just do the top 10 first. So we got Taylor Porcher, once again 1 point in front of Liam Lawson, who's in second place. Yuri Vets, Ralph Boschung, Felipe Djokovic, Richard Verschoor, Marcus Armstrong, Logan Sargent, Gian Daruvla, and Roy Nassani ran out the top 10. Then they got Jake Hughes, Aramu Owasa, Jack Doohan, Dennis Hauger, Enzo Fittipaldi, Marina Sato, Amiro Cordell, Frederick Vestet, Sambola Kabase, Callum Williams, Ollie Caldwell, and Clement Overlake rounding out the drivers who are in the F2 season for the 2022 season. Now for the big one that everyone has been waiting for, which is Formula 1. They obviously started at Bahrain. Pole winner was Charles Leclerc, and once again, he actually won the race at Bahrain. Look at that. Second place was his Ferrari teammate Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, and Zhou Guanyu, or Guanyu Zhou, ran out the top 10, gained his first ever point for his debut season, which is really, really nice. And for the others, got Mick Schumacher, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Nicholas Latifi, Nico Hülkenberg, basically being a substitute driver for Sebastian Vettel, for Sebastian Vettel, who got COVID. Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly. 3 Red Bull powertrain drivers were out of this race. Not only because, well, Gasly was just for overheating. Verstappen was, I think, might have been also overheating. We still don't know what the issue for Verstappen was. Perez was losing power and spun in turn 2, but at least on lap 17 to 19, Verstappen and Leclerc had a great battle for first place. That was really interesting to watch. And on lap 3, Magnussen and Perez battles for 5th. I just put down there because it's kind of funny that a Haas driver, Magnussen, is now fighting for points after last year's Haas being utterly terrible. But the McLaren boys weren't really doing that well. Ricciardo Norris came 14th to 15th, not that good. Hülkenberg struggled a lot, even though this was his first time in the new Gen F1 car. Guan Yu Zhou did a fantastic job in his debut season. Mick Schumacher did really, really good. Definitely an improvement from last year. Valtteri Bottas in his first season for Alfa Romeo did really good. Already talked about Kevin Magnussen. George Russell did really good, actually, kind of on par with Lewis Hamilton for in the Bahrain weekend. I think, did he out-qualify him? I can't remember if Russell actually out-qualified Hamilton, but great job either way by Russell. And then Leclerc, Sainz, and Hamilton being a podium. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Driver settings is exactly the same as the race results. Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Magnussen, Bottas, Ocon, Tsunoda, Alonso, and then Zhou or Guan Yu. I guess I'll just say Guan Yu because the Chinese is like, last name first and first name. And then Schumacher, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, Latifi, Hülkenberg, Perez, Verstappen, and Vettel will be down 20th, even though he has not competed yet. But hopefully, by the next race, which is Saudi Arabia, he will be okay. I think it's also the next race, if I remember correctly, for F2. Yeah, so F2 next race will be at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, while F3's next race will be at Imola. So, that is really about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.